We stand in the heart of Paris, the city of light, a monument to human civilization. But strip away the steel and stone and rewind the clock 34 million years. You are not in a temperate city. You are standing in a sweltering tropical archipelago. This is the Eocene. The world is a greenhouse. There is no ice at the poles. Life here is specialized. Soft teeth for soft fruit, safe in its isolation from the world. Europe is a paradise, a biological fortress protected by warm seas. But the fortress is failing. The change begins with a whisper, a singular anomaly in a world that has only known heat. The water is retreating. The oceans are being stolen. But where is the water going? The planet is making a decision. The eternal summer of the Eocene is coming to an end. Two worlds collide, the warmth of the past and the cold reality of the future. The residents of this island have no idea that their entire universe is about to collapse. This is the story of the Grand Coupure, the Great Cut. To understand the death of Europe, we must look to the bottom of the world. For millions of years, South America and Antarctica were joined. They stopped the oceans from circling. Warm water from the equator flowed south, heating the pole. Antarctica was green. It was alive. But plate tectonics are restless. The land bridge snaps. The Drake Passage rips open. A gateway opens. For the first time, the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans crash into each other. A new current is born, the Antarctic Circumpolar Current, a ring of water that traps the cold. Warm water can no longer reach the pole. Antarctica begins to freeze from the inside out. The green Antarctica dies. The white Antarctica is born. The ice sheet grows miles high. This is the trigger. The ice locks away the planet's moisture. The global thermostat plummets. As ice grows, the oceans shrink. Sea levels drop globally by over 30 meters. Back in Europe, the protective seas are evaporating. The archipelago is becoming a continent. To the east, the Turgai Strait, the Great Barrier separating Europe from Asia, is disappearing. The moats are draining. The castle walls are coming down. The bridge is open. The temperature drops 10 degrees. The tropical rains stop. The seasons arrive. The lush rainforest cannot survive the cold. It is replaced by open scrub and dry savanna. The native animals are confused. Their food is gone. The new plants are too tough to eat. Hunger sets in. But hunger is not the only thing coming across the land bridge. Shadows appear on the eastern horizon. The immigrants from Asia have arrived. Meet the locals, the Paleotheres, ancient cousins of the horse, but built like heavy tapirs. They are built for the soft mud of the jungle. They are slow. They do not need to run. In the trees, the primates cling to the last fruit. They are relics of a warmer age. For millions of years, they evolved without heavy competition. They are naive. But in the harsh steppes of Asia, evolution has forged a different kind of beast. The hyenodonts, predators designed for the chase. They are faster, smarter, and hungrier. Their jaws are bone-crushing scissors. They have spent eons fighting for survival on the open plains. And the entelodonts, the hell pigs, omnivores that eat anything. plants, meat, bone. They are the tanks of the Asian steppe. Nothing in Europe has ever seen a monster like this. It is an evolutionary mismatch, browse versus graze, sluggish versus cursorial. The land bridge is now solid. The migration begins. This is not a visit, it is an invasion. The ancestors of modern rhinos lead the charge. They are adapted to the dry cold. The natives of Europe hear the thunder of hooves, but they do not know to run. The climate has weakened the defenders. Now, the invaders will finish the job. The isolation of Europe is over. The Grand Coupure has arrived. Biology is about to run a cruel experiment. Survival of the fittest, played out in real time. There is no negotiation in nature, only displacement. The slow-moving browsers are easily run down. They are not built for this war. The predators of the old world are outmatched. The prey is unprepared. Night falls on the first day of the new Europe. The balance of power has shifted forever. The native Europeans are not dying from war. They are dying from inefficiency. The menu has changed. The soft fruits of the Eocene are gone, replaced by abrasive grit. Their teeth were designed for salad. This new world requires them to chew on glass. The invaders come prepared. Their teeth are high-crowned, growing continuously to combat the wear. They are ruminants. They have complex stomachs to digest the indigestible. They extract energy where locals cannot. Starvation is a quiet killer. One by one, the lineages of the island archipelago flicker out. The primates, the lemurs, the playful spirits of the canopy, they have nowhere left to go. The roof of the world is removed. The jungle retreats, exposing the inhabitants to the sky. There is no sanctuary. The hell pigs root out the survivors from their burrows. The predators of Asia bring a new weapon, cooperation. They hunt as a tactical unit. The solitary defense of the Europeans is useless against the pack dynamics of the East. The Xiphodon, the Amphiornoids, the Pantolistids, ancient families facing their final hour. It is a total biological turnover. The Mongolian remodeling of Europe has begun. The island is no longer an island. It is now just a peninsula of Asia. This tragedy is written in the stone itself. Geologists call it a stratigraphic break. The Grande Coupure, the Great Cut, a sharp line dividing two epochs of time. Below this line, 60% of all European mammals appear in the fossil record. Above the line, silence. They simply vanish, wiped from the face of the earth. It wasn't a meteor that killed them. It was the twin hammers of ice and invasion. Evolution does not mourn the fallen, it buries them. The tropical paradise of the Eocene is dead. The Oligocene world is born. But life does not stop. It merely changes actors. The stage is now crowded with new stars. In the shadows of the giants, smaller immigrants arrive, the true conquerors of the future. Rodents, hamsters, beavers. They cross the land bridge and explode in number. They are the ultimate survivors. While the giants fight, the rodents inherit the earth. The chaotic rivers of the jungle organize into the winding waterways we recognize today. The geography settles, the temperature stabilizes, the foundation of modern Europe is laid. These beasts walk on the ground that will one day support the foundations of Montmartre, the plaster of Paris. The very bones of the city are formed from the evaporated lagoons of the Extinction. The evidence is washed into the basins, locked away in the dark for 30 million years. Seasonality becomes the rhythm of life. Winter kills the weak. Spring rewards the survivors. To survive the winter, animals must travel. Migration becomes a necessity, not a choice. And where the herds go, the hunters follow. The eternal dance continues. The great cut is complete. The tropical dream is over. The harsh reality has set in. Under the cold stars, the new masters of Europe sleep. They have won the continent. But their victory is temporary. The earth is never still. The same moon watches over them, the silent observer of their triumph. For us, they are just shadows in the rock, curiosities in a museum case. But once, they breathed, they fought, they feared the dark. And then, the world changed faster than they could. The Asian diaspora fills every corner of the continent, from Spain to the Urals. The forests of Germany become savannas. The swamps of Britain become plains. Even the flowers change. The modern families of plants take root. The ecosystem we call native Europe is actually an immigrant ecosystem. The livestock that fills European fields today, they are the distant echoes of this invasion. They pushed as far west as the land would allow, until they hit the true ocean. The Atlantic Wall, the only thing that stopped the Asian advance. Time accelerates, the Oligocene fades, the Miocene approaches. The ice caps pulse like a slow heartbeat, controlling the level of the seas. The winter of Europe has set the stage. The modern world is waiting in the wings. The monsters of the past became the mundane animals of the present. Look at a European farm. Every animal you see is an immigrant from the East. The horse, the pig, the cow, none are native. They are the victors of the Great Cut. The land itself hardened. The Alps rose higher, locking Europe into a temperate destiny. Beneath the streets of Paris, humans found the tomb of the Eocene lagoons. Gypsum, plaster of Paris. We built our civilization using the dust of the Extinction. The walls of this city are literally made from the death of the tropical archipelago. We mount their bones on iron stands, silent witnesses to a world we never knew. We think of them as failures, but they thrived for 10 million years, longer than we have. The continents locked into place, the currents stabilized, the stage for humanity was set. Winter became the architect of European history. It dictated our crops, our wars, our survival. The cold forged resilience. It demanded innovation. It shaped the very nature of life here. If the Drake Passage had never opened, Paris would still be a mangrove swamp. That stretch of ocean is the reason you are wearing a coat today. The engine of ice is still running. It regulates the temperature of the entire planet. But engines can break. The thermostat is fragile. The ice is changing again. We are pushing the dial back. We are unknowingly inviting the Eocene to return. The water wants to come back. The lagoons are waiting to reclaim the basin. Nature does not care about our cities. It only cares about adaptation. We are living in an interglacial pause, a brief moment of stability in a chaotic universe. 34 million years is a long time to us. To the Earth, it is a blink. We build our monuments in stone, believing they will last forever. But geology plays a longer game. It redraws the map whenever it chooses. Look closely at this alien world one last time. It is not a fantasy. It is the ghost haunting our future. The past is never truly gone. They thought their world was permanent. They were wrong. We think our world is permanent. Are we right? The winter of Europe was a lesson in humility, a reminder of who is truly in charge. It is not the politicians, it is not the armies, it is the ice. The bridges open, the bridges close, and life flows where it must. The Grand Coupure was the first winter. It will not be the last. Geography is destiny, and destiny is always moving. From the jungle to the ice, from the island to the continent. This has been the winter of Europe. I am the timeless observer.